Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And the Volunteers will put total leather and will get started. Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Michigan's offense will get the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Jet sweep to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got a man. It's Thomas. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got it set up on the outside. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Here comes the Heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise Running back searching for a hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
A stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Lewis. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Finding an escape route. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 35. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. If they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back? Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where the...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. DB's right up on the receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a grab on the shot. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the ball.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He'll try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Now, in the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Power football with the run. Turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Snagged on the outside, it's Thomas.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep him in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
It's a running room. And he's knocked down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Clyde.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and they lose their big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fair catch, called for and made. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. It's a seam wide open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Wide open spaces. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
They'll run for it. He's loose. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dayne among the greats to play in Madison. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. There he goes! And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The run to the left. All out of space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's reeled in. It's Simpson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ball. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. To the air, it's Keene. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Second down coming up.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Moore. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Might be changing the route. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Gets it to him on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the air, it's Keene. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10, they've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense gets the timeout, 12 ticks left on the clock. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point.